Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is AetherTech and today we're going to be taking a look at the IWI Masada plus 5 base pad extensions. These are the old base pads from the magazines. This is the actual extension. A little cap that fits over the end of the magazine. Comparing that to the regular magazine plate, it's a little bit longer, but not by much. The other nice thing about these that I've discovered is they stand up quite stably, as opposed to the regular Masada magazine, which is a little front heavy, tips over easily, as opposed to with the Taylor Freelance base plates. Pretty stable. So let's get into how to put them on and how they fit and all the other stuff. So first I'm going to unload it. I have 21 rounds in here. Technically and theoretically it can hold up to 22, but with the stock base plate or base spring retender, whatever it's called, and a Magula loader, you can really only get 21 in. If you don't use the loader and you do take off the base plate for the spring, you can get 22 in. It's still pretty tight though, so let's bring this down a little bit and give you a good look. So it is a nice little piece of metal, a nice little embossing of the Taylor Freelance logo, some stippling along the front, but to get it off is quite simple. 2mm hex head. Loosen up the screws. You don't have to take them out. Just loosen them up. This little plate hinges out. You can see the cutout all the way around, and then just push off. And there you have it. So you can see I still kept the regular base plate on, mostly because I didn't want to lose it. And between 21 and 22, I really don't see that much of a difference for normal usage. And there's the inside of it. It says made in, actually what does it say? MSDA 140 USA 0621. So made in June of 2021 apparently. So the metal plate that hinges over is actually quite substantial considering how much it's actually needed to be. You could probably get away with something that's a little bit thinner than this just fine, but it's quite rigid. It does not have any flex or any perceivable flex in it when I try to bend it with my hands. Well, there's a little bit, but putting quite a little pressure on it. And then the two screws go into the thicker portion of the extender along the sides. It's kind of hard to see, but it's pretty thick, pretty chonky in there. So putting it back on is a little trickier, but not difficult. Take your magazine, push it down, push the spring and the base plate down, get it in there with your thumb is the easiest way. Of course, it could just explode all over you. So let's redo that. Make sure I got this the right way first. There we go. So you push it down in there, hold it down, grab your extender, make sure the plate's out of the way, and just slide it over those lips, slide it on. Oh, there you go. Then you just need to tighten it down. As I fumble poorly on camera. And I will thread lock this one later. I've got a couple others already on my magazines and thread locked together. I don't think these would actually come out because there's not a lot of direct force being applied to these screws, but better safe than sorry. So let me unload the 17 rounds from the normal magazine. And grab my pistol, IWI Masada, and it is empty, and it is functional. So normal IWI Masada magazine fits in, has a small amount of wiggle, very little, no pinching anywhere. If you get your finger or piece of skin in there, there's really no way for it to pinch you. Locks in nicely, ejects normally. With the extension, a little bit more play, but it's nothing concerning. It's really, really not possible to pinch yourself in any meaningful way. And then it just pops out nicely. Same height as the other magazine in there. No feeding issues that I have encountered while running these. And it's just a little bit of extra grip even on the bottom. I'm going to put some grip tape on this because it's actually quite comfortable like that when just doing target shooting. So that's about it. They add 4 or 5 rounds to your IWI Masada magazines, which in my opinion is a lot easier than buying Ruger SR9 magazines from ProMag and Bubba-fying them to fit in the Masada. Thank you for watching and have a good day.